at the Doubletree Hotel in Dearborn, Michigan, and I have the young man by the name of John Gribbon. And you play what character?
The Aimless Renegade.
Aimless Renegade. And that is a cosplay for Homestuck, and we are at Dancestuck. What is Homestuck?
Homestuck's a web comic. It does a lot of interesting things, I guess. Well, I mean, Homestuck's a web comic.
What does Homestuck mean?
Well, Homestuck, the comic itself, is basically a narrative mad science laboratory. There's all sorts of interesting stuff with mixed media going on in the comic itself.
You can say that in a narrative mad science laboratory. Is that what you said?
Yeah, like the authorial equivalent of Frankenstein of just a plate. It's the authorial equivalent of a mad science lab. It's where it's telling a story, but it also seems to be about throwing as much experimentation with the media it's using as possible at the wall and seeing what sticks.
So you think the author is a mad scientist of writing?
I think he's.
I love the description, by the way.
I guess by extension he is. He's experimenting. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Homestuck is a real mixed media experiment in so many ways. Like, not in the traditional ARG sense, like the augmented reality, or pan-media stuff where like there's a movie and a book and everything, but more in terms of, in the comic itself, it's using different types of media. There's interactive portions, there's what amounts to movies, or stacked panels, or just panels, animated panels, static panels. And that's really where the best moments come from, is when that experimentation pays off.
So, what is Homestuck to you?
I mean, it started as just a comic I read because my friends were reading it. Beyond that, there is such a community around it that that I've gotten into, and it's just a lot of really great people. At least, you know, I've met a lot of really great people through meeting up with these people because we share this common interest. I guess that's sort of the big thing it means to me. It's a setting in which, like, it's a pretense to social interaction, which is nice to have, I guess.
Oh, absolutely. So it's a new community for you.
Yeah, it's a community I feel involved in, and feels it's comfortable, it's nice, lots of cool people.
So tell me about the Aimless Renegade.
The Aimless Renegade is an alien. They're called carapaces.
They're called what?
Carapations, like carapace, but...
Okay. Like a hard shell.
Yeah. He was what amounts to an alien police officer who gets stranded on Earth after the apocalypse. He's got a there's a running joke that it's not explicitly stated, but part of the reason he's called the Aimless Renegade isn't just because he lacks any sort of goal, but also because he can't hit anything.
He's got a pistol and
he's got all sorts of weaponry. That's sort of I don't have any here, but like I often go with his costume with 6 different toy guns as props. Just sort of he's a bit of a gun hoarder.
A gun hoarder.
Yeah. Everybody needs a hobby.
Right.
He meets 2 other carapaces who are introduced earlier in the story, the Peregrine Mendicant and the Wayward Vagabond. They eventually group up, and through various, and they end up guiding the main characters through sort of a temporal communications panel is best. They're in the future. They're guiding them from the future. The they're called the Exiles. These specific people, and then.
Oh, okay, right. I've heard of them.
So, and then the Exiles are guarding the main characters, the kids. They're like providing advice, usually not very good advice, to the kids who are involved in the actual plot of the comic. And then they also have an important function to serve, which involves a lot of stable time loops. To explain the character, I would have to explain Homestuck, which is, I believe, more time than we have.
Okay. Well, what drew you to cosplaying
Him specifically, or just?
Yeah.
Him. Honestly, it was a very affordable cosplay. Cosplay can go $100 up.
Right.
This cost me $70, all told. It's not super hard. I can't sew or do any stitching, and this didn't require any of that. It's also fun to wear this morph suit, if I'm completely honest. It's an excuse. This isn't his normal outfit. His normal outfit is he's wrapped in caution tape. And you know what? There's a sort of childlike joy to be found in wrapping yourself in caution tape.
If you got a hairy body.
Well, you've got the suit on.
It may be. Oh, okay. I see. I thought you were just wrapping yourself straight.
Nope.
Okay, I get it now.
The suit basically is intended because they don't have faces, because there's these insect people. They're these carapaces.
Right.
So, it's either this or go through the process of making like foam armor to look like an insect skin, and honestly that's outside my skill level.
So how did you get started on Homestuck?
I had some friends who told me to read it, and then I started reading it. And it's divided into acts, and I started reading it once, and then stopped halfway through Act 1, started reading it again, stopped even earlier. And then on the third time it actually took, and I read it over the course of several months. And it's still ongoing, but I am caught up as of now.
Very cool. Is there anything you'd like to add?
I guess it's really nice to just be a part of something. It's kind of I'm not a very social guy, so having any sort of pretense for this sort of thing is helpful. Yeah. Just in general, I've met so many good people doing this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That thing is hard to breathe in. Yeah, I know, but it's hard to breathe in.
Oh, absolutely. And I did want to see your face.
Yeah, so this is
You look like a handsome young man. I can't imagine why you'd want to keep your face covered.
But it's just a lot of fun. You meet a lot of fun people, have a lot of fun doing. I mean, it sounds silly to say it like this, but you meet a lot of fun people and have a lot of fun doing fun things.
Sounds perfectly sensible to me. Well, thank you so very much, John, and from Dearborn, Michigan, at the DoubleTree Hotel. This has been the Weird Review. Thank you so much.
That's just weird.